Hello, 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 and welcome back to Monster Sanctuary. So, I have been struggling off-screen for several hours trying to figure out what golden combination of skills it takes to 5-star this Beadaloid fight. And after a lot of trial and error, and I eventually arrived at, not entirely through trial and error, but I eventually arrived at the combination that it takes to get 5 stars. And as you can see here, I just got the Beadaloid Egg for getting 5 stars. This is the first time I've got this. I've never actually seen this before. I'm actually going to tell you what I got. And it's with Goblin Miner, Grulu, and Dracogron. And I tried a lot of different combinations, even involving other monsters. I spent a shit ton of money. I sold a lot of items. I rerolled stats several times. And yeah, I've even gotten everyone out of daycare. So these are all of the monsters I got currently right now. Some of my guys I've speed leveled up to 30 just to try them out with a different build, and lo and behold, this combination actually won it for me. So I'm going to tell you what exactly I got. Now, Dracogron's not actually very different from how he was before. Basic concepts remains the same. He wants buffs, but he doesn't actually buff himself very much at all. However, the more buffs he has, the more power he'll get, mainly through heroism and improved assault. Every stack of might he will get 5% increased damage. It includes sorcery, and that includes glory. Now, any amount of multi-stacking stats would be great. And if I can jack up his health at all, 2 points of life overload will kick in, and they will increase his base damage significantly. So, Grulu was the first step in this, and I've respec'd Grulu. I was thinking I may want to make him more utility-oriented, more support-based, but it occurred to me that actually, like, powering up Acid Rain, just single-target Acid Rain, and making that as absurd as possible is the best way I could go about it. Absurd in the sense that it actually has knock-on effects. So Acid Rain applies Armor Break. That can stack with multi-Armor Break. He'll even do additional hits with it. He will health proc. He also builds off of health. Let's see. When he causes debuffs, which he's guaranteed at least one, he will gain regeneration. He can multi-stack regeneration, and he can share regeneration. Now, because I actually have dumbbells equipped on, when I have dumbbells equipped on Dracogron can actually get 2 stacks of regeneration, which is great. He can also heal, and he begins the fight granting buffs to everybody. But here's the real treat. I gave Lightning Sphere to Grulu and upgraded it. It didn't occur to me right away that it gives more than one debuff. So Lightning Sphere actually gives shock and armor break, whereas I also realized too late that Poison Dart is basically the same thing, except it grants poison and weakness. Now the attack 55 is pretty worthless because I don't actually use his attack stat really, but the 4.5% chance and the 4% chance to apply this stuff on every possible hit, and he hits several times. And that's in addition to, chance to hit with armor break and chance to apply burn, means that every hit he lands has a chance to inflict armor break, burn, armor break again, shock, poison, and weakness, which is fantastic. And these 2 items provide more than just enough mana regeneration to actually afford all of his skills. Now, the real tricky bit was getting a third party member in there. Now, the great thing about Grulu particularly is this ability, Cleanse. Cleanse is super fucking helpful. Cleanse and multi-armor break is just the biggest shit in the world, because it makes the enemy weaker, and it reduces buffs that just make them, you know, intolerable. And at the same time, while he's doing that, every single time he's hitting with that, he's gaining shield. That's amazing. It's really, really, really good. Now, Goblin Miner. I tried Ninki Nanka, I tried several other monsters. You can see I even leveled up Monk to 31. I tried... Just take my word for it, I tried multiple guys, including Targoat. I respec Targoat multiple times. In the end, Goblin Miner won this for me. And I thought it would be something along the lines of Lava Wave, and it was not. I thought it'd be something along the lines of just turtling up and maybe throwing out Forge periodically to get glory. It was not. Now, I did get him Goblin Smith because, as I realized previously, whenever it says allied goblins, that includes himself. So Goblin Smith actually buffs his defense, mana, and mana regeneration. So this saves me skill points and equipment that I would dedicate for other things. Heroic Party increases damage they deal. He uses max Forge level 2 to apply multi-glory. That is the main source of shielding for the party, actually. He can also debuff enemies, but he applies debuffs through enemies primarily through taunting them into hitting him, and that taunts applying armor break as well as poison. Now, when he debuffs enemies, he gets shield out of it. And on top of that, whenever he applies a debuff, there's a 50% chance of getting a buff. And when he gets a buff, he also gets a shield. And when he gets a shield, he also shares that shield with allies. That is such a bounce-around knock-on effect nonsense bullshit. It's ridiculous. In addition to that, some of his attacks apply burn, and those burns can also apply armor break. But look at this. He's got multi-armor break. So that means I can apply up to 5 stacks of armor break. But that is not all, because, as you can see here, he can apply 1 additional stack of debuff. Any debuff. So, suddenly you can get even more armor break. And look at this. The same shit. Grulu can also apply an additional pointed debuff. So, Grulu can apply up to 4 stacks, up to 4 stacks of this shit. Goblin Miner can apply 3 additional stacks of this shit. So, we're layering on an absurd amount of armor break. We're putting on debuffs like crazy. They're redirecting to Goblin Miner, who's tanking the shits and raising glory like crazy. The glory is rolling over into combo buffing, by the way. So combo buffing is also granting Drakagron extra shit. Drakagron, basically, like, turn one in my mind is we open up and we, like, I originally was opening up with Targoat, and Targoat was just going with full defense. Throwing full defense on Drakagron, getting him buffs right away. Grulu then doing the shielding, because he's got an adequate shield, level 4. And then Drakagron using Aerial Strike level 2. That applies Sidekick and buff to himself. And, like, well, not just and, that's it. Sidekick and Mites to itself. Might is stackable, not by him, but it's stackable, and he basically just gives him, that alone gives him 4% from Heroism, and an additional 3% from Improved Assault. So when I open with this attack, he's getting 7% bonus attack going forward. And since that buffs him, that also gives him combo buffing, which will give him another 2% with the potential of another 5%. So it begins. I open up with Aerial Strike, right? That'll give me that'll give me 7% increased damage, up to 9%, which can also get up to 12%. So when I open with Aerial Strike, I'm getting 9 to 12% additional damage for the rest of the fight, unless I get debuffed, which, I mean, if they waste turns trying to debuff me, I mean, they're wasting their time, obviously. They're wasting a turn that would otherwise hurt me and hurt my health score. So, the main thing that was hurting me still was the execution stat, which, you know, it still isn't adequately explained to me. I read online that it has to do with you landing multiple hits with your first two guys, and then it's like percentage of damage dealt by your last character versus their total health, and like that kind of sets up for like boring party structures where your first two guys are, you know, all about buffing the last guy or some shit like that. Fortunately, Goblin Miner's tanking, Grulu is debuffing, and then Drakogran is DPS. So that's something, at least. Yes. So now that that's successful, which, by the way, I actually managed to get 4 stars on every other fight with previous builds. So I 4-starred every other fight so far. And that actually gave me that other ability that you didn't see before. So it also gave me Sun Pendant, which I upgraded. So it shields himself when he gets a buff. So when he debuffs... So, just, again, think about how fucking stupid this is right now. Okay, so... Again, because I'm just kind of geeking out over this. Okay. So, he taunts. 25% of the time, an attack is going to hit him. When it hits him, he has a 40% chance of applying Armor Break and applying Poison. When he debuffs an enemy, he gains a shield. When he gains a shield... actually, no, I take that back. When he gains a shield... No, he gets... I take that... Okay, so... he gains shielding. When he gains... when he applies a buff, he also gains a shield. But when he debuffs, he gains a buff. That buff gives him a shield. And the debuff gives him a shield. So buffing him gives him a shield. Debuffing him gives him a shield. When he debuffs, he's got 2 separate things that are going to give him buffs. When he gets those buffs... Well, that's a buff action. So when he gets those buffs, he gets extra buffs. And when he gains... when he receives a buff, he also shields himself. So that's basically like the equipment version of buffing shield, more or less. So he's got basically 2 instances of buffing shield. He's got debuffing giving him a shield. He's got debuffing giving him buffs, 2 instances of that. Hits hitting him, debuffing enemies. And then he's stacking Armor Break like it's going out of style. So that applies Burn. Thinking on it now, I don't know that I actually need Lava Wave. That might be a bit excessive. I could just use that. It's not multi-target, of course. 15% of this monster's defense. Okay, just ignore me. We're going to go to the next fight. And we're going to see if we can 5-star the rest of these fights. Now, I'm doubting it, but we're going to give it a shot. Same strategy. Okay, here we go. We're opening up right away, Foraging. And this time, since there's multiple enemies, I'm going to Acid Tempest. It's not about the damage, it's about the affliction. Look at all that debuff and bullshit. That's ridiculous. Fortunately, in my experience, the Goblin King does not do much damage at all. Okay. Lava wave. Acid tempest again. And I'm actually gonna aerial strike the other guy. Alright, now it's just down to the Goblin King. He's got 7 stacks of armor break on him already. That's where we're at the moment. 3 burn, weakness, 2 shock, 3 poison, 3 burn. Like, what the fuck? This is goddamn ridiculous. Alright, how many stacks of glory does he have? He does not have max glory yet. Alright, he already has a bunch of buffs. Let's acid rain him again. Okay, we weren't able to add anything else. And he's weak to this. Go. Dead. There's gotta be 5 stars. 6 stars. 6 motherfucking stars. Reward box level 1 Goblin King egg. Fuck yeah, dude. I don't know why level 1. Mad Eye egg. Aw, that's lame. Cestus 2. Cat Zerker egg. Mad Eye egg. That's all lame. Okay, let's, we gotta check out Beadaloid, actually. Beadaloid. Yes. Now, I have no interest in Beadaloid, but let's see what he does. Okay. Boom, multi-sorcery right away. I was actually searching through all of my characters to see who can do multi-might, multi-sorcery, and multi-glory. Koi and Goblin Miner can both do multi-glory. The crab guy, I forget his name, starts with a U. He can do multi-might, but he's the only one who can. This seems to be the first monster I've actually come across that can actually grant multi-sorcery to other creatures. Usually, when you see, like, multi-sorcery on a creature, it's just, like, something they have grants them sorcery, but they can't actually grant it to others. So that's cool. Not only that, he's actually got shared sorcery, so he can split it among other characters. Okay, so Sheltered. Magic attack replaces his basic attack with a magic attack, and it grants a random buff. It's cool. Okay. Shocking Current. Every wind attack has a 15% chance to apply shock. Glare. When this monster gets attacked, apply a stack of blind on the attacker. Guaranteed blind. He can shield and all. Arcane Shield. Apply sorcery and channel. Chain Lightning. When a monster in a party applies shock on an enemy, 40% chance to spread it to another enemy. Thunderstorm. Energize. Monsters in the party receive 7.5% max health when they trigger shock damage. That's cool. That's cool. Combo buffing. Enchantment. Okay, now I'm confused, because this motherfucker was giving himself evasion. I guess it must have been combo buffing. Like, he had combo buff, like, his default build had him combo buffing, and he just lucked into evasion. Evasion was really hurting, because it rips my DPS by 20%. Gold Sense. Charging Shield. Shield self for 60 when receiving a charge stack. That's so useful. How much stuff gives you charge? Revenge gives you charge. Charge Amplifier. Bonus 40% stronger charge. And if only you had, like, you could create threat or something. Like, this is clearly good. He's good. He just looks boring as sin. But I guess I gotta do a preemptive build on him, right? What do I do? I want to do shock shit. Shock goodies. Chain Lightning. I'm not gonna fuss with shields, I don't think. Every wind attack has a 15% chance to apply shock. Well, these are wind attacks, right? Yeah. Wind attacks deal more damage. Charge beam. I hate charge beam. I don't know what it is about charge beam, but it melts my guys so hard. Like 260. Lightning bolt did less damage than that, but charge beam, for whatever reason, really hurts. I can't figure out what about it necessarily causes that to be so painful. It applies sorcery, so it's a means of sharing sorcery as well, so that's an idea. Okay, shocking current. This monster applies a buff, it gains a charge stack. Multi-sorcery. And it applies a buff. By shock, it's a debuff. Charge stacks 40% stronger. It's all enemies. Applying a buff will also heal a target. Random buff. Revenge. Charge shield. Combo buffing. Monster applies a buff, it gains a charge stack. I guess it makes the most sense to charge beam, because that'll give him sorcery. Share sorcery. Magic plus. I don't know, this is my tentative build. Alright, Goblin King. Goblin King is super underwhelming in combat. He might be one of the easiest bosses. I mean in combat, like, for whatever reason, I couldn't get, like, the score on him. Because he's got his allies at stall and stuff, but I wonder what he could be. Okay, he's got Cleanse. That's really cool. I like Cleanse. That goes a long way for me. Goblin Provisions. Heal all goblins in the party by 10% of their own max health at the start of every turn. That's really cool. Throw up defense. Revive. Power. Health focus. Improved assault, you got that too. Heroism. Throw up defense. Okay, so some I mean, having power and improved assault is quite a combo there. But you can't multi-stack any of it, so far as I can tell. Chance to apply weakness. Heroism again. Crit chance. Critical hybridization. Severe cut, stack of wound, prevents healing. 50% chance to gain a random buff when landing a critical hit. Life overload. Mana overload. It's a weird combination to have those both. Earth attacks at 10% increased critical chance. Mana focus. Antitoxins. And Mass Protector. Interesting. Okay, alright. Well, give you that, give you that. This monster gains 2 random buffs when an enemy monster is knocked out. Okay. Give you that, give you that. Heroism, improved assault. And we're gonna want the other heroism. Or we're going to take Jewel Blast. Critical hit triggers additional hits. Cleanse. Improve damage that way. At the start of combat, apply shield. chance to apply buff when landing a crit. Does he have any crit chance stuff? Critical round does. Okay, that I have to take, because that'll increase on overload. Actually, crit chance, health values, improve magic rating by 1. What does the critical stuff do again? Where is that factoring in exactly? Critical hybridization. Critical mass. 50% chance to gain a random buff when landing a critical hit. I mean, that's something. Yes. It's got mass protector and antitoxins. Physical damage. I don't want the extra hits. I just want to proc crit mass as much as possible. I actually don't even want weakness. It's magical damage. Attacks improve critical. Not sure that I'm missing anything. Okay, and then last points will go into mana, health, health. Crit chance. Mana, health, crit chance. There's an item for that. Healing skills are increased by 20%. I guess I'll have to take that. That combos with that, right? I don't know. Attack and magic value. That does bonus crit damage. So that's partly my incentive to do Jewel Blast. Other than this just being an attack I don't like. Applying a buff, also apply heal. Stack a wound. Applies bleed stacks. Critical hits apply bleed stacks. I guess I'll go with that. Okay, so we're gonna do crit, mana, health. 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 I mean, Omni Ring does it. Goes all up and down. See that affects his attack and magic. Okay, whatever. We're not gonna fuss with him. Alright, let's just keep going. Okay, we 6-starred this bitch. See if we can do this to Spectre. Okay. Oh my god, so many goodies. Aerial strike. Thank you. We're gonna forge again. Acid rain. Can you stack much more on? Armor break. That works for me. This does more damage, so we'll do this. Keep going with the forge. Alright, he's got 3 to crit. Can you get anything else? No dice. Okay. Applying that shock also does bonus damage. Okay, apprentice. This again. Actually does not awful the damage, all things considered. This could kill. He's dead. Nice. 5 stars. Spectre Egg. Hell yeah. You see this? This is the combo that does it. Spectre. Alright. What do you got? Spectral Flame, Ignite, Arcane Bolt, Glory, Dexterity, Agility, Improved Glory. Glory increases critical hit damage by an additional 20%. Okay. Trickster Spirit. Whenever a spirit monster in the party applies a buff or debuff, it is shielded by 3% of its max health. Okay. Congeal. Chill deals damage. Okay. That's nice. Cooling. Every hit has a chance to apply chill. Every hit has random debuffs. Poison. Poison, burn, and congeal damage dealt to enemies is increased by 15%. Ooh. Apply shield when doing debuffs. Disease control. Consistency. A lot of crit consistency. Critical hits also increase non-critical hit damage. Okay, so I'm looking at crits and just stacking like ridiculously insane buffs. Trickster Spirit is cool, but I don't know if I want it. Well, I want the critical damage. And the glory's buff. Glory of the whole party. Okay, I'll just take this crit. Alright. Poison. Spectral Cannon ignores defense. 1 target. Hex. This might be my go-to attack. Alright. And then maybe applies burn. That applies burn, so. Also applies armor break. Oh my god, this guy. Need that. Critical damage values. Initial burn. Critical consistency. Critical consistency. Neutral attacks deal more damage. Hits all enemies. Critical defense. Reduces damage taken by own critical damage value. This guy's interesting. keep going that way, or do I want to do this? Disease control. This is critical damage. Critical damage is crazy. 10% of own critical damage value. And I can cut 2 of those. So basically 20% damage reduction. That is nonsense. For each debuff on them, though. This guy can be really tough to kill. If I want. Increases critical damage even further. This guy's insane. He's an appropriate boss monster. I'm not gonna fuck with the shields. Disease control is tempting. I kind of want disease control, just to put that on top of everything else. Give me that. Give me that. And then, just so I have max spectral wave, I'm even going to give you skill potion. Come on. Oh, I already had it. My mistake. Alright, give me that. Fucking nonsense. Every hit has a 7.5% chance to apply a debuff. 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 He's cool. I really like him. Really like him. Crit damage? Madness. I'll have to try him out at some point. Alright, well, I'm continuing the 5-star rampage. I mean, you saw I just did this for the first time. Goblin King 6-starred, Spectre 5-star. Let's try Rodiga. I saw someone online talking about they were really struggling getting a 5-star on Rodiga. Let's see how we do. Changes his resistances and stuff. That combo buffing. Combo buffing is so useful here. That hurts. That hurts. I don't appreciate that, Forge. His weakness. Keep going. Burn, shock, burn. You advertise your resistances and weaknesses. Weak to wind, huh? That's a shame for you. Keep going with the crit. Keep going with the acid rain. Poison, nice. That's... Aerial strike in this case. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Die, please. Oh, so close. That would have been 5 stars. For sure. I'm certain of it. Alright, is this necessarily not 5 stars right now? Let's see. Ugh. Still got it. Rodiga egg. Okay, well, I already got Rodiga, don't I? Do I? Yeah, I got Rodiga. Okay. Okay. 5 stars. Let's continue. Okay. Let's continue it up. Build the buffs, build the debuffs. Weak to that. Don't mind if I do. I don't like that. Forge. Ah, that chill is making me use my reduced forge. Okay. Ooh, look at that damage. Beautiful. And that's where you lost. Nice. 5 stars. Aquatic Egg. Alright, dude. This is going fucking fantastically. I'm pleasantly surprised that I managed to make this combination of guys work so well. Oh my god. Alright. Let's check out all these boss monsters. Alright, Ice Bolt, Claws, Aqua Blast, Might, Templar, Crits, Auto Heal. Auto Heal's nice. Crit damage, Templar. Mana upkeep. You got 2 mana upkeeps. Revive. Nice that you have Revive. Ice Spear Volley. Hits all enemies. Critical hits apply bleed. Okay. Multi-chill. So you can multi-chill with Ice Ball? No. Additional hits when applying chill. Crits apply chill. Water attacks have increased. Crits! Okay, so undodgeable, increased crits, crits apply chill, chills trigger additional attacks, crits trigger additional attacks, those attacks do more damage, and the debuff stacks. That's pretty cool. Aquatic Predator. Increases the critical chance of aquatic monsters in the party by 5% and the critical damage by 15%. Well, that's a no-brainer. And then you got Precision. And another critical hybridization. Well, this is also really obvious to me. Gotta take that. Critical defense, reduces damage taken. I'm not even gonna fuss with that. Your monsters deal 10% more damage when attacking an enemy with bleed stacks. Really? Critical hits apply bleed stacks. Really? Cooling. Dude. This guy's also really fucking cool. Do you want to have a bite? I guess this could be like his individual hit thing. Heal. Well, he can have the heal to heal. There we are. And then for chance. When attacking, also heal the monster. Revive or Templar. Crit damage. So he's going to be applying bleed and chill like mad. Whenever a monster in the party gets might, 50% chance it also gets sorcery. This is physical damage. Pretty much only be using physical damage. But critical hybridization. Can you help me afford all this good shit? lowest health of the party. Skills also apply shield. Straight up, give me more attack. He's cool. Like, his abilities are cool, but he looks dumb, in my opinion. Alright, let's keep going. We're on a roll. Can we get Quillen? Kieran in Monster Hunter World was certainly challenging. Forge. Acid Rain. Resistance to water damage. Okay. Not... Alright, I'll have to Fire Claws this one. Hurt a bit. Forge up. Alright, that's 3 glory. So he can't get any more glory from that. Dude, the armor break is insane. There we go. That's the fucking damage I'm looking for. Look at that beautiful shit. More buffs, please. More debuffs, please. Poison, shock, and he removed a buff. Awesome. Kill. Yes! Dude, 5 stars. Kill an egg. Alright. Dude. I'm on such a roll! Ugh, I was so stagnated previously. So stagnated. Hours until I found this. And it's like, it just took some really minor tweaks. I was 4 stars for so long! Okay. He's only got 3 trees, which is interesting. Heroic Party. Mystify. Electrify, yeah. Cooling. Cleanse. Flash Freeze. Right. Preparation. Armor Shred. Disease Control, Heroic Defense. Hex. Bolster. Healing actions apply 2 random buffs. Multi-target heals apply 1 random buff to each target. Heroism. This guy is just kind of like general utility, where like he's got the offense, he's got the utility, he's got the support. Those are basically his trees. DPS, utility, support. It's kind of boring, actually. The other guy was a lot more interesting to me. Ice Storm. Hits all enemies, applies chill. Cleanse. Flash Freeze. Let's just get these. They're both magical. Armor Shred. Damage for debuffs. I don't think he's going to put a lot of buffs on himself. Deals more when he acts first. Preparation. Exploiting enemy's weakness with attack. Trigger additional hits. Hex. 40% to it deals for every chill on the target. For every chill on the target? Well, it's a goddamn shame you don't have stackable chill. I didn't realize that was for every chill. I thought it was like, has a chance to inflict chill. For every chill. Man, if you had like stackable chill, that'd be a whole nother thing. So return without attacking the enemy by a random debuff. Healing Wave. That's weird. Alright, Magic Pass. Alright, so you can do that. Let's keep going. 9 minutes. Let's get Elder Gel. See if we can do this. Forge. Acid Rain. Resistance to Acid Rain. Weakness, weakness, armor break, burn, burn. Fantastic. I got might and defense for that. Forge. Acid Rain. Get up that armor break so fast. He's not weak to anything, so we're just gonna go Fire Claws. One more time with the Forge. Acid Rain. Poison Shock, cool. Let's go. Don't think this will kill. No, I won't. Okay, I should be able to kill him again. There we go. Anything else here? Burn, armor break. Alright, for the kill. Five stars. Elder Gel Egg. Dude. Dude! This is so satisfying to actually finally get this. And with my guys. With the guys that I wanted to do it with. Elder Gel. Okay. Bubble, Ignite, Voltage, Encapsulate. Okay. So he's got Shock, Burn. Ooh. Does not apply Chill. Phoenix Affinity. He can revive himself. Encapsulate. The shield on Encapsulate is garbage. Just provides just a tiny bit of it. Electric Field, when it gets attacked, apply Shock to the attacker. Makes sense. It's a jellyfish type of guy. Mana proc. Critical consistency. Stunned. Shock also reduces enemies' dodge chance. Electrify. Brains over Brawn. If this monster would gain might, it gains sorcery instead. That's cool. Haven't seen that yet. Multi-sorcery. Pretty good. If it would gain might... Is there something... What is this? Magnetize. When a shocked enemy attacks, 35% chance to redirect the attack to the monster in your party with the highest defense value. Aw, that's cool. I like that. I really like that. Okay. Burn, burn. Meh. Kind of meh on the burn. Deep wounds, bleed. How do you expect to inflict bleed? Sorcery also makes all attacks ignore 10% of the enemy's overall damage reduction. Okay. Aeons at the start of turn. Heal based on age. You get age counters. Golden Age. When the monster in the party receives an age stack, remove a debuff from it. I like that. Okay. Encapsulates. 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 Electric Fields. Monster in your party is healed. This monster has 25% chance to get healed at the same amount. By shock. Let's just take this for now. I like that. I'll take the multi-stacking sorcery. Moves 2 debuffs from the caster. Oh, okay. I'm just taking the mana regeneration so I can spend, like, my equipment on better things. Sorcery. Critical consistency. Aging. Not gonna take the heal. Critical consistency. Do that, and it will do whirlpool. Whirlpool. Attacks that exploit enemies' weaknesses have a 10% increased critical chance. Well, I have some potential for that. Applies glory. Applies burn. Do I want glory or do I want burn? I think I want glory for the crits. Exploiting an enemy's weakness to attack gains sorcery. There you go. And then forceful sorcery. Critical hits apply bleed stacks. Okay, I guess my eyes just kind of glossed over that. Bleed. Increase overcasts. Overcasts? Well, I'm all out of points, but there's a lot of other stuff I would put points into. Like crit plus and stuff like that. Okay, well, he's interesting. I'm going to end it off here just because there's not a whole lot of time left, but I will continue this fucking slaughter next time. Thanks, and have a good one. Bye-bye.